Security Chronicle. Welcome you to the second week of October. Before we start our bulletin, let me tell you, we are going to disclose the answer for last week's quiz at the end of the bulletin. So stay tuned with us. Let's start with the top bulletins of the week. Hacker can use malicious apps to trick Fitbit devices. Microsoft warns of Android ransomware that activates when you press the home button. A new botnet that can wipe all data from router and IoT devices. Maze and Duke ransomware top the charts with 50% increase in the daily average of ransomware attacks. Security researcher Kevin Breen at Immersive Labs have discovered that malicious apps for Fitbit devices can be uploaded to the legitimate Fitbit domain and users can install them from private links. Fitbit is a fitness activity tracking wearable brand, providing user with metrics like number of steps walked or steps climbed, heart rate, sleep quality along with activity history. Fitbit has a Fitbit gallery where users can personalize their Fitbit and get apps made by Fitbit and independent developers. Kevin was able to upload to the Fitbit gallery a malicious app which he created specifically to test if it would bypass the App Store's defenses. He included in the app code that could steal device details, personal body data, and would allow a connection to company connections for ill-intended action. The Fitbit application API exposes access to individual device sensors like GPS, heart rate, accelerometer, and body presence. It also exposes a limited personal API from which researcher can read age, height, weight, sex, and average heart rate. API can connect to the internet and read calendar events if synced. The researcher says that Fitbit Software Development Kit SDK exposes a web API accessible from the application for allowing OAuth a connection to it. Kevin reported the issues to Fitbit and received a prompt response from the company, and they agreed to make a number of improvements to make their ecosystem safer. However, viewers can read the detailed report at the following link. Researchers suggest users should be cautious when installing apps from link either in mails, ads, social media posts, or other untrusted places. You should search for it by name in the Fitbit gallery. Also, be wary of how much permission the app is requesting from you. Security researchers from Microsoft have spotted a new strain of Android ransomware dubbed as mallocker.b that abuses the mechanisms behind the incoming call, notification, and the home button to lock the screen on the victim's device. Android OS/mallocker.b is distributed through tainted Android apps available for download on online forums and third-party websites. Researchers believe that the malware is particularly sophisticated but implements novel techniques and behavior. Like other Android ransomware, mallocker.b doesn't actually encrypt the file on the device but only inhibits the access to the phone. Once installed, the ransomware displays a ransom note at the phone screen and prevents the victim from dismissing. The ransom note pretends to be a message from Russian law enforcement notifying users they have violated the law and must compensate by paying a fine. The actual mechanism implemented by the mallocker.b ransomware to display the ransom note is composed of two parts. The first part abuses the call notification that activates for incoming calls to show info about the caller. The second part abuses the on-user leave hint function, which is called when users want to push an app into the background and switch to a new app. For more detailed information on the ransomware, viewers can refer to the following link. Security Chronicle suggests our viewers, in order to avoid being infected with mallocker.b and similar malware, users are advised to avoid installing Android apps from third-party stores or forums. Security researchers at 360net Lab has discovered a botnet which contains code that can wipe all data from infected systems such as routers, servers, and Internet of Things devices. It is spreading through brute force of telnet service on ports 23 or 2323, which means the bot does not really care of what the end devices are. As long as it can enter a device, it will try its luck to infect the target. The botnet is written in Go language and uses proprietary P2P protocol, and they named it HEH botnet. This HEH malware doesn't contain any offensive features such as the ability to launch DDoS attacks, the ability to install crypto miners, or code to run proxies and relay traffic for bad actors. The only features present are a function that traps infected devices and compel them to perform telnet brute force attacks across the internet to help amplify the botnet. A feature that lets attackers run shell commands on the infected device, and a variation of the second feature that executes a list of predefined shell operations that wipe all the device's partitions. Since wiping all partitions also wipes the device's firmware or operating system, this operation has the potential to temporarily brick devices until their firmware or operating systems are reinstalled. Viewers can read the detailed information on the research at the following link. Organizations worldwide are in the midst of a massive wave of ransomware attacks. As these attacks continue to mature both in frequency and intensity, their impact on business has grown exponentially. Security researchers at Check Point and IBM Security X-Force Incident Response Team has published reports individually, where both companies observed a surge in ransomware incidents at a global level between June and September, with some threats being more active than others. Let us take you through the report from Check Point. According to Check Point report, Ryuk increased its activity in July and focused mostly on healthcare organizations, which are already under heavy stress from the pandemic and can't afford to have their systems down. Check Point also added, in the US, these attacks almost doubled in the last 3 months, making it the number 1 most targeted country for ransomware, followed by India, Sri Lanka, Russia, and Turkey. Viewers can read both the reports at the following links. Moreover, Security Chronicle suggests our viewers, if you want to avoid and ensure you are less susceptible to ransomware attacks, then follow these best practices. Start taking continuous data backups and store it offline. Apply regular security patches or updates. An organization disable remote access to the company's internal network. Now it's time for answer to the last week quiz. We asked you, what does the HTTPS at the beginning of a URL denote as opposed to HTTP? So here are the following options. Number 1, that the site has special high definition. Number 2, that information entered into the site is encrypted. Number 3, that the site is the newest version available. Number 4, that the site is not accessible to certain computers. Number 5, none of the above. And the answer is option B, that information entered into the site is encrypted. URLs with HTTPS help website to encrypt the data or information entered by the user, like you have seen banks or e-commerce websites. That's all for today. Hope October 2nd week's bulletin has really helped you in understanding things happening in security arena, and you can make yourself safe and secure with these cyber incidents. Keep watching our videos and do not forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Signing off, Rosanna.